Hello, class. So this is lesson 8.2, the Certify part of the Hawks learning system. So what I was going to do here, I'm going to work through my version of the Certify lesson, and hopefully this will help out. The problems you get will be similar. They won't be exactly the same, but the processes will be. So as you go through these, ask questions, shoot me a message, and we can work them out. So let's get started. All right, so problem number 1 says solve the following system of linear equations by substitution. All right, so let's put number 1. So over here on the right is going to be my scratch work. So I'm going to write it down. 2x plus y equals negative 13. Negative 3x plus 3y equals 24. All right, so we're going to use substitution. So you have an option here. So you look at both these equations first and pick the one that's easiest to solve for either variable. So if you notice this bottom one, I got 3x, 3y. I don't want to do that. This top one, I have a y by itself. All right. So I can solve this top equation for y rather easily by subtracting the 2x. So negative 2x minus 13. So right there is my substitution. I'm going to take this and substitute it into the other equation. That's very important. So here's my equation, minus 3x plus 3y equals 24. Make my substitution for y. So minus 3x plus 3 times minus 2x minus 13 equals 24. Just be careful copying everything here. A little bit of a housekeeping issue too on your paper to make sure everything stays somewhat neat. So now distribute that 3. So minus 6x minus 39 equals 24. Please have your calculator handy for any of these crazy multiplications. So now combine some like terms. So I got minus 9x minus 39 equals 24. Add the 39 to both sides. So 9x equals, what is that, 63. Divide both sides by negative 9. So x equals negative 7. So that's x. Now how do we find y? Well, you plug it back in to your original substitution. So our y value is equal to negative 2x minus 13. So minus 2, x is negative 7, minus 13. So I get positive 14 minus 13 equals 1. So my coordinate point is x equals negative 7, y equals 1. So I'll come over here. So there's one solution, and that solution is negative 7, comma 1. And there we go. Okay. Next problem. So solve the following system of linear equations by substitution. Let me scroll down here, get me another page going. So this will be problem number 2. Okay. All right, so let me rewrite it here. So minus 7x plus y equals 28. Minus 2x plus 2y equals negative 4. So again, we need to choose our substitution. So the second equation, I don't want to feel like it. Notice this first one again, y is by itself, right? So I can solve that for y easily. So add the 7x to both sides. So there's my substitution. All right, so I bring that into the other equation. So minus 2x plus 2y equals negative 4. So minus 2x plus 2 times y, but y is 7x plus 28 equals negative 4. Just got to be careful. So now distribute that 2. So it'll be plus 14x plus 28 times 2, 456. Equals negative 4. Combine some like terms. That gives me 12x plus 56 equals negative 4. Subtract the 56. I get minus 60. Divide by the 12. X equals negative 5. All right, so I'm halfway there. So now I take this, plug it into my original substitution. Y equals 7x plus 28. And x is negative 5. 7 times -5, -35 plus 28. So I get what? -7. So my coordinate point is -5, comma, -7. So there's one solution. And that answer is -5, comma, -7. There we go. All right. Let's do problem 3. Working right along here. Okay, so number 3, same type of idea. We're going to solve the system of equations. So our system here, this is number 3, is 6x plus y equals -28. And 6x minus 2y equals -16. So hopefully by now you can see I'm going to choose this top equation and solve it for y for my substitution because it's easiest. So y equals -6x minus 28. So there's my substitution. Sub that into the other equation. So I get 6x minus 2. Then my new y is -6x minus 28. Just be careful copying things over. It's very easy to make mistakes. Distribute that -2, so watch out for the negatives. Plus 12x plus 56 equals -16. I do that right? 28, 28, yep. So combine their like terms. So I get 18x plus 56 equals -16. Subtract the 56. So if you have your calculators handy, right? So -16 minus 56, -72. You might be able to do that in your head. And then divide by the 18. I get -4. Scroll down a little bit here. All right, so now we take this, plug it into our substitution. So y equals -6x minus 28. So -6 times -4 minus 28. So that'd be positive 24 minus 28, which is -4. So my coordinate point, one solution, -4, comma, -4. And key it in. And just be careful that you don't, you're looking at the right numbers, but you got numbers all over the place on your scratch work. And when you key them in, just be careful. All right, problem 3, done. All right, problem 4, working right through these. All right, so problem number 4. So here's our system, minus 4x plus 2y equals -12, minus 2x plus y equals -6. All right, so we're solving my substitution. So now let's look at these. Which one do you want to solve for? Well, the first one, no thanks. The second one, the y is by itself again. So I'm going to solve this one for y because it's the easiest. So 2x minus 6. There's my substitution. Plug it into the other equation. So minus 4x plus 2y equals -12. So minus 4x plus 2 times 2x minus 6 equals -12. All right. Distribute that 2. Just be very careful here. So plus 4x minus 12 equals -12. Combine some like terms. So I get, look what happens. That cancels out. So I get 0 minus 12 equals -12. Add the 12 to both sides. I get 0 equals 0. Huh, okay. What's that tell us? Well, that is true. I can't deny that. But that means anything will work, right? Because it all zeroes out. So this will be the infinite number of solutions. So notice you got 0 equals 0, a true statement, infinitely number of solutions. So there's your key. There we go. All right, problem number 5. Keep on working. So number 5. So now a little bit different. 4y equals 4x minus 16. Y equals -6x plus 24. Now this one isn't in the same format, but do we care? No. Actually, this is very nice because it's already set up, right? Right here's our substitution. I'm just going to rewrite it over here just so I can see it. So it was already set up for us. So I'm going to take this, plug it into the first equation. So 4y, 4x minus 16. Now y is minus 6x plus 24. Distribute that 4, so I get negative 24x plus 4 times 24. What is that? 96. Check it in your calculator, right? Don't do too much in the head, right? 96 equals 4x minus 16. All right, so now we need to get our x's together and our constants together. So I'm going to subtract the 4x from both sides. So I get negative 28x plus 96 equals minus 16. Subtract the 96. So I get negative 112. Divide that by 28. I get positive 4. Okay. Take that, plug it into our equation, our substitution. So y equals negative 6x plus 24. So negative 6 times x, which was 4 in this case, plus 24. So negative 24 plus 24 equals 0. Is that okay? Sure. All right. So my coordinate point, my solution is 4, 0. And there we go. Question 5 now. All right, let's keep on rolling. And as you work through these, if you have questions on any of the ones you're working on, please shoot me a message and we can work them out together. All right, so this is number 6. So negative 4x plus y equals 28 minus 8x plus 2y equals negative 24. All right, so which one are we going to use? Okay, look, there's our y by itself. So I'm going to solve that for y. So I get y equals 4x plus 28. There's my substitution. Substitute that into the other equation, always the other one, right? So negative 8x plus 2 times 4x plus 28. Distribute that 2. 2 times 28, what is that, 56? Uh-oh, the 8x cancels, that's okay. So I get 0 plus 56 equals negative 24. Uh-oh, I got 56 equals negative 24. No, not today, right? So what's that tell us? Well, first of all, did we make a mistake? So definitely check your work. And if your work is correct, what this is telling us, there is no solution, right? Because this is an absurd answer, right? It's false. Remember that other one, we had 0 equals 0, which was true, which gave us infinitely many. This case, no solution because we got an absurd answer. Okay. This one's a little bit more exciting here. All right, so we got a little bit of work to do here at the beginning. So this is number 7. So let me write this out. So minus 5/3 x plus 1/2 y equals 4/5. 5/12 x minus 1/8 y equals minus 1/5. Now, I don't like fractions. I don't care what people say. So I'm going to get rid of them. So this top equation here, I'm going to multiply the entire thing by the LCM of my denominators. So in this case, it would be what? 15? 5 times, nope. It's going to be 30. Yeah, because they're all prime. So I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 30. And then the bottom one, right? 12, 8, and 5. What's the LCM of that? So let me come over here and work this on the side. So 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. 5 equals 5. So my LCM, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So 8 times 3 times 5. So 120. So multiply this by 120. So what do I get here? So my new equation is going to be 30 times minus 5/3 x, sorry, plus 1/2 y equals 30 times 4/5, and then 120 times 5/12 x minus 1/8 y equals 120 times minus 1/5. All right, so what do we get? So let's keep on working it here. So 30 times minus, so that'd be 10, so it'd be minus 50x plus 15y. 6 would be 24. Then on the bottom, I get 10, so I get 50x minus, so 120 divided by 8 is 15. 15y equals 120 divided by 5, 24. Okay, so notice all I've done is clear the fractions. So now I'm going to solve these equations and see what we get. Now, if you take a second and look at this, notice this equation here is the exact opposite of this equation here. In other words, if I multiplied this one by -1, I would get this top equation. So that's telling us something. But let's work this out and see what we get. So which one we want to solve for? Well, either way is going to be a tough one. So let's solve for y up here. So 15y equals 50x plus 24. So y equals 50 over 15x plus 24 over 15. So I get y equals, so 50 over 15, let's simplify this down. 10/3. And then 24 over 15 is 8/5. Okay, so there's my substitution. So I'm going to plug it into the second equation. So 50x minus 15y equals minus 24. 50x minus 15 times 10/3 x plus 8/5 equals minus 24. If you notice, these are tough. So minus 15 times 10/3, what is that, minus 50? Minus 24. Notice those cancel out. So I get 0 minus 24 equals minus 24. In other words, 0 equals 0. What's that mean? Infinitely many solutions. So we did all that just to show that everything worked. It's all in the process, though. All right. So number 8. Looks like we got a word problem, so let's read this out. All right, so we got 12 gallons of salt solution. Consists of 40% salt. It is a result of mixing 50% solution with a 20% solution. How many gallons of each solution was used? Let X equal the number of gallons of 50% and Y the number of gallons of 20%. The corresponding system is as such. Solve the system by using the method of substitution. Okay, so we need to solve this system for X and Y. So let me write it down. All right, so which one we're going to solve for? Well, I'm going to choose this top one, and I'm going to solve it for y. So there's my substitution, okay? I'm going to plug that into the second equation for y. So 0.5x plus 0.2y, 0.4 times 12. So I get 0.5x plus 0.2. My y is 12 minus x. And 0.4 times 12. Use your calculator. Don't have to impress me. 4.8. Distribute that 0.2. So I get 0.5x plus 0.2 times 12. 2.4 minus 0.2x equals 4.8. Combine some like terms, 0.5 minus 0.2. So I got 0.3x plus 2.4 equals 4.8. So 0.3x equals, subtract the 2.4 from both sides, equals 2.4. So 2.4 divided by 0.3 is equal to 8. So if x is equal to 8, y is equal to 12 minus x, which is 12 minus 8, which is equal to 4. So x is 8, y is 4. Eight, 4. There we go. All right. Problem 9. Working right through these. So solve by substitution. So y equals x minus 8. Nice. It's already set it up for us. So there's my substitution. So I'm going to plug that into the second equation. Minus 3x plus 3y equals minus 24. So there's my y. You just have to be careful. That's my cat in the background. So minus 3x plus distribute to 3. 3x minus 24 equals minus 24. Notice those go to 0. And look what we got. A true statement. So what's that mean? Infinitely many solutions. And we're done. There we go. All right. So please review this. If you have any questions, please ask. No problems. You can ask me any questions you want. I'll help you solve them. Just send me a message on Canvas and we'll work them out together. All right. I hope this helps and everyone have a great day.